Hello ladies, how are you all this week? My name is Shamba, and for those of you who haven't seen these videos before, I am a private practice marketing and scaling expert. And this week I want to talk to you about the thing that I see being the number one issue that holds business owners back. And that is how your thoughts and your beliefs affect your actions, and how those things lead you to procrastinate on the very thing that you need to move on. We're going to talk a bit about that and some things that you can do to move forward when you're procrastinating so that you can leave this video with some actionable steps. And please comment your thoughts below as we're going through. If you're watching the replay, comment replay so that we know that you are here. It's great to see so many of you watching these videos, and I know that people see them because when I speak to them on our free Feminine Way to Scale consultations, they mention them. So I'm glad that they are helpful. So let's dig into this, because this is probably the thing that most people skim over when it comes to thinking about what they need to work on to grow their practice. And actually, it's probably the most important thing. So I spoke a lot on my recent client retreat where the ladies from Success Without Sacrifice got together for 2 days, and we spoke about the feminine mindset for business and why the mastery of that is so important. And the whole of the first day, we spoke about how the thoughts that you have about yourself, about your business, affect your beliefs, what you believe to be true about what you're capable of, what you believe to be true about what your business can do, what you are worthy of, then affect your actions. And so what I see so often happen with clients is that they will say to me, we'll be in coaching calls, and they'll say, happened yesterday, I just don't know why, but I'm supposed to be doing this thing and I just can't seem to get myself to do it. I don't know why. It's so easy. It's not going to take long. I just can't get myself to do it, right? And often they're berating themselves. I must be lazy. I just, why can't I get myself to do this? But as I was saying to my client, Brooke, yesterday, it's always the same thing. Like, your subconscious brain has 100% of control over what you do, right? If it was all conscious, we would all be able to be on diets and lose weight and never put it back on. But it's not conscious. There's a subconscious part that's the biggest part that has the biggest impact over the actions that we take. And this is true in dieting, but it's also very true in business. And what this looks like is that if you think, I'm going to give you an example that will ring true for many of you. If you think that you have a story which you tell yourself, and these are your thoughts, I'm not good with numbers, and you believe that you are not good with numbers and therefore will not be able to be successful because you can't get across accounting stuff because you're not good with numbers, it will stop you from looking at your financial accounts. It will stop you from looking at a profit and loss because I'm not good with numbers, so I won't be able to understand it. But when you're not across your numbers, you can't grow and scale a business effectively. It's why that every single person who works with us in our program works with our financial success strategist, because you can't scale a business when you don't know how much money it's making or how much profit it's making. It's not possible to do that, or at least not possible to do it well and you make money out of it and not burn yourself out in the process. But can you see how those thoughts and beliefs affect the actions that you take? The other way I see this show up around procrastination is, this is the other example I've seen this week. So one of my clients subconsciously knows that if she reaches out to 2 occupational therapists who have told her they really want to refer to her and that she just needs to arrange a meeting to do that, subconsciously she knows that's going to have a massive impact on her business. It will double the size of her business in the next 3 to 6 months, I would anticipate, right? She said, I just need to reach out to them. I don't understand why I'm not doing it. But her thoughts around I can't do this, I'm not really good at business, I'll only ever have a small business, affect her beliefs, that what she believes is possible for her. Like, I don't think yet believes that she is capable of running a business of that size, of running a team of that size, of believing that she's deserving of having that kind of money and profit come into her business. And so she's not taking the action that's really important to make those things happen. So when you procrastinate on something, and you don't take the action that's really important to move your business forward, it's not because you're lazy, it's not because you're stupid, and it's not because you don't know how to do the thing. It's because there's a thought and a belief that are underpinning your avoidance of taking that action, right? So it might be hiring your first person because you believe that you're not going to be a good manager, or it might be hiring your sixth person because you believe it's going to require sacrifice from your family. But all the time, along all those points, the procrastination or the being too busy to do things is actually just a reflection of your thoughts and beliefs not aligning with the action. And then there's incongruence, and so the action doesn't happen. So what can you do about it? The first thing, when you're procrastinating, instead of berating yourself and saying, if you just got on and do this, I don't understand why you can't do this, this is so stupid, all those mean things we say to ourselves, instead ask yourself, what might I be protecting myself from by not taking this action? What might I be protecting myself from not taking this action? And go with the very first thing that comes to mind. Don't question it, don't doubt it, don't say that's stupid, that can't be it. Go with it. Okay, I'm procrastinating on this thing because my marketing, because I don't feel like it's authentic, so I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm worried what people think about me because this feels really salesy. Okay, great. That's a very valid reason to not take action on marketing, even though you know it's going to grow your business. So then ask yourself, how could I do this so that I feel comfortable to take the action? Or what would be one step that I could feel comfortable to take today? Because sometimes if we just take the small steps, the big thing happens anyway, and you can trick your brain into not realizing you're doing it. That's a trick that I use a lot with clients. So, if it's hiring somebody, well, maybe I'll just get a contract put together. Or maybe I'll just write my job ad. That's the one I always get clients to do. Just write the ad. What's the worst that can happen if you just write the ad? Just pop it on Seek or Indeed. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, just do the interviews, right? And then before you know it, they're pretty much at the point of hiring someone, and they're like, oh, I did that and it didn't feel scary, right? So rather than focusing on the whole action, maybe just focus on one thing that you can do that feels easy and doesn't feel like it's not incongruence with what you think and believe. But challenge yourself. Ask yourself, instead of berating yourself, ask yourself, why do I not want to do this thing? What am I scared of? What am I protecting myself from? What might happen if I do this and it goes well? Because we can trick ourselves into thinking we don't want to do it in case it goes badly. And it might be that. But very often I find with clients who are ambitious, the reason they're procrastinating on things is because they are scared it's going to go well and that they're going to be really successful, and they don't feel like they deserve that level of success yet. If anything around self-worth comes up for you, I don't deserve to be that successful, I'm not good enough, this won't work out for me because things don't work out for me. I'm telling you a lot of the things that come up for me there, right? But I know they come up for my clients too. I would really encourage you to find a professional that you can sit down with and unpack where those beliefs come from, because they're not recent beliefs. When you have those kind of beliefs, they're core beliefs about yourself, and they will continuously show up and put a cage around you on what you're able to action and do until you unpack them and tidy them up and give yourself space to move to the next level, where they will pop up again, because that's what they do. But at least you will have cleared this level of where you're stuck at. Because when people are stuck and they're not progressing in their business as they want to, it's not because they don't have the strategies available to them somewhere. It's because they don't believe in themselves or their ability to follow through on those strategies, or they don't believe that they deserve to have the success that they can see is going to come from implementing those strategies. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic. It's a bit different to the topics we normally cover, a bit more mindset orientated, but in all honesty, the fundamental difference that I see between the people who are trying to fill their practice, fill their caseload and fill their practice initially, and someone who is trying to fill a 2.5 million turnover practice, the biggest difference between them, in one being stuck at the beginning and one having got to that point, is what they believe was possible for themselves and their ability to keep moving past their fears and take action, right? When we get stuck in our fears and we don't take action, we stay stuck. If you would like help with just knowing what steps to take and having some accountability around taking them, And gentle nudges, right? Like, I'm not a therapist, that's not what I purport to do. But if you're like, I think I can probably move on this if I had someone holding me accountable, please book in a feminine way to scale consultation with one of our team. We would love to talk about how we might be able to help you achieve that. My clients will all attest to my loving nudges and holding them accountable when they need to be doing things and they are not. That client we spoke about is reporting back to us when her job ad is live. So if you think that we might be able to help you with that, please book in a call and we will share the link with you so that you can do that. We would love to help you, and I look forward to seeing some of you to discuss that more soon. Have a great week, guys, and I will see you soon.